Welcome back to Coins Numismatic Series, where every coin tells a story of time, artistry, and the heritage that binds a nation together through metal and mint. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that captures both the rugged beauty and the historic legacy of the Mountain State, the 2005 West Virginia State Quarter, celebrating the year 1863, when West Virginia became the 35th state of the Union. Now, before we even look closely at this coin, think about what it represents. The United States Mint State Quarters program was one of the most ambitious and popular coin series ever released, 50 states, 50 designs, each honoring its unique identity. But the West Virginia Quarter, released in 2005, stands out for its breathtaking depiction of the new River Gorge Bridge, a marvel of American engineering that soars across a landscape carved by time itself. It's not just a coin, it's a miniature monument to both nature and human innovation. The West Virginia State Quarter was released on October 14, 2005. It was the final state quarter of that year, following California, Minnesota, Oregon, and Kansas. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which we know from the P mint mark, this coin carried millions of impressions, but each one was meant to remind collectors and citizens alike of the enduring strength of the Mountain State. On the obverse side, as always with the state quarters, we see the familiar profile of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan back in 1932 for the original Washington Quarter, it was slightly modified by William Cousins for the State Quarter series. The inscriptions are standard: United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the denomination, $quarter. Simple, dignified, and unchanged for decades, this side roots the coin in continuity, reminding us that no matter how diverse the state stories are, they all share one union. But it's the reverse side where the artistry truly comes alive. The West Virginia design was created by John Mercanti, one of the most celebrated engravers in U.S. mint history, known for his precision, balance, and eye for storytelling through metal. The coin's reverse features the new River Gorge Bridge, a magnificent structure that arcs gracefully over the rugged terrain of Fayette County. Below it, the new river winds like a silver ribbon through deep canyons and ancient rock formations. Above the scene, the inscriptions read, West Virginia, 1863, and 2005, marking both the statehood year and the minting year. And beneath the bridge, we see the words, New River Gorge. What's fascinating about this design is how it blends the old and the new, just like West Virginia itself. The year 1863 reminds us of the state's dramatic birth during the Civil War, when it separated from Virginia to join the Union. Yet the bridge, completed in 1977, represents modern progress, engineering triumph, and connection. This coin, then, becomes a symbol of a state that honors its roots while reaching forward, literally bridging its past and future. The new River Gorge Bridge is no ordinary landmark. When it opened, it was the longest steel arch bridge in the world, spanning an incredible 3,030 feet and rising 876 feet above the river below. That made it not only an engineering marvel but also an enduring symbol of West Virginia's ability to overcome natural challenges. Every year, thousands of people come to see it, and once a year, on Bridge Day, the structure is closed to vehicles and open to pedestrians, base jumpers, and adventurers. It's a day of celebration, and the coin captures that same spirit of daring and pride. From a collector's perspective, the 2005 West Virginia State Quarter holds a special place. While it was widely circulated, collectors often seek specimens in high mint state grades, MS65, MS66, and higher, where the strike is crisp and the luster remains intact. Uncirculated examples still gleam with the original mint brilliance, especially those that have never entered circulation. Over 365 million of these quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and another 356 million at the Denver Mint, with additional proof versions produced at San Francisco. That's a combined total of more than 700 million coins, a massive number that speaks to the popularity of the State Quarters program. But even with those high mintages, collectors continue to appreciate each coin for its individual story, and certain varieties or errors have drawn special interest. One of the intriguing aspects for collectors are the minor die variations or minting anomalies that occasionally appear, slight doubling in the lettering, extra metal near the bridge design, or subtle shifts in strike alignment. While these are rare, they always capture the attention of numismatists who love the thrill of discovery, finding the unexpected in what seems ordinary. Now, let's consider the deeper symbolism. The New River is believed to be one of the oldest rivers in the world, older even than the Appalachian Mountains it cuts through. Its very name is ironic, New River, for something ancient and enduring. This juxtaposition, captured on the coin, feels almost poetic. The bridge represents human ingenuity, new, bold, and striving toward progress, while the river below represents time itself, eternal and unyielding. Together, they form an image that reminds us of balance, the harmony between what nature gives us and what we build upon it. It's also worth noting how the design embodies West Virginia's motto, Montani Semper Liberi, meaning, mountaineers are always free. While the motto doesn't appear on the coin, the spirit of freedom and independence is unmistakable. The bridge over the gorge, suspended high above the wilderness, evokes that sense of liberation, freedom not just in politics or history, but in the soul of the people who call the mountains home. As we hold the coin in our hand, we're not just holding a piece of metal, we're holding a piece of storytelling. Every ridge on the edge, every gleam of light across Washington's portrait, every fine line on the bridge design, carries with it the labor of artists, engravers, and mint workers. And through that, it connects us, not only to the year 2005, when it was minted, or to 1863, when West Virginia became a state, but to every moment in between where people worked, dreamed, and built something lasting. For those who collect the full State Quarter series, the West Virginia coin often ranks among the most visually striking. It's detailed, balanced, and beautifully proportioned, one of those designs where the landscape itself becomes the hero. Compared to other state quarters that feature historical figures, animals, or symbols, West Virginia's quarter offers a sense of vastness, of open air and mountain horizons. It feels alive. In the world of numismatics, design and story are inseparable. A coin isn't merely valued for its rarity or metal content, it's valued for the way it captures a moment in the nation's collective imagination. The 2005 West Virginia State Quarter does that perfectly. It immortalizes a scene that every traveler through the state remembers, that majestic bridge rising out of mist and sunlight, an emblem of pride and perseverance. And as time passes, the coin itself becomes history. 2 decades have nearly gone by since its release, and already it evokes a certain nostalgia. The State Quarters program ended in 2008, but for those who experienced the excitement of collecting each new design, waiting for the next release, trading with friends, studying each detail, this coin remains a cherished milestone. If you have one in your collection, take a moment to appreciate it. Look closely at the way the light glides over the bridge, the depth of the engraving, the careful lettering. Behind that design lies an entire story, not just of West Virginia, but of the America that dreamed of uniting 50 different visions into one shared currency. And that's the magic of numismatics. Every coin is a storyteller, and every collector is its listener. The 2005 West Virginia Quarter reminds us that even in the smallest, simplest object, we can find the grandeur of mountains, the persistence of rivers, and the courage to bridge divides. So the next time you find one of these quarters in your change, don't just spend it, study it. Because in that tiny circle of metal lies the spirit of the mountain state, and the enduring story of America itself.